So anyway, thanks for being here, guys. We got lots of good stuff here for you today. I had a falling out with Steiny. We've been arguing, and I'm pretty sure.
Dan, chill.
I'm so disappointed, you know. And we're still arguing. He's just texted me, "Be a brother" one time. He's making an appeal to like that, like, bro, come on, we're friends, man. Come on, how can you do this to me? But the truth is that
leaving my friendships behind.
I knew about this interview ahead of time. I warned him ahead of time. Don't do it. If you do it, you need to be prepared.
I'm warning you.
They obviously completely failed to have a meaningful conversation with him. But the part that I didn't expect was that after Netanyahu interview was over, they would bring on credible contrasting opinions from Myron, Nick Fuentes, Hassan Piker, and Sneeko. As soon as the Netanyahu interview ends, Myron calls in and they go, "What's the problem?" And Myron goes, "Hey guys, I'm just going to put it to you really simply. The Jews," he doesn't say Israeli or Zionist, he says, "the Jews run the American government and they did 9/11. They are not our friends." What does Steiny do? He does this. Nothing. This is a guy.
Isn't Steiny Jewish?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a guy who I've had in-depth conversations with about anti-Semitism and how much he cares about anti-Semitism and how he wants to do more and how he's, you know, he's a tough guy about it. And if they said that to my face, this and that, bro, you are, as far as I'm concerned, the biggest anti-Semite alive.
New title.
And I'll explain why. Maybe not the biggest. He's the biggest coward alive, and I'll explain this. Well, I think I'll tell you why. My first statement. I'll explain why I think he's the biggest anti-Semite.
Okay.
He goes from having Netanyahu, which is the worst representative for the Jewish people, lets him talk unrestricted. So everyone that already is like anti-Zionist or anti-Semitic is like, "Yep, that's exactly what we thought." And then to counter that, he brings on Myron, Sneeko, Nick Fuentes, and Hassan Piker, who go, "No, don't listen to Netanyahu, who's making you hate Jewish people. Listen to me tell you why actually Jewish people are the problem." It's like, there's no perspective that's not anti-Semitic. It's from one extreme anti-Semitic view to another extreme anti-Semitic view. And Steiny just sits there like a fucking idiot. I was so upset. I didn't think I was going to message with him. I was just going to be like, "Bro, I'm done with you." I was sitting at home last night watching, and just watching those two bozos sit there and just entertain anti-Semite after anti-Semite. It was so upsetting that I had to text him. I was like, "Bro, I'll tell you what I said."
When I went home and finished the interview, I was upset. Like, I was upset already, but I was like, man, we let him off too easy because this is fucking horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I'm glad to hear
Well,
that.
to be fair, none of us had watched it.
His biggest pushback.
It had just come out before he went live.
Mm-hmm.
He literally was like, "Your worst take is that you like a certain fast food."
You like Burger King more than McDonald's.
it was genuinely like appalling.
They said that?
Yeah, they said
that was the only thing that
most I've disagreed with you so far.
He said that.
Like
Yeah, that's your worst take. He said, "Dude,
it's like, oh, not the murders you've carried out." I don't know.
And so the thing is, too, after the interview, Steiny and Kyle both try to spin it like, "Bro, just look at the comments. Just because we platform someone doesn't mean it's going to go good for them. It doesn't mean we agree with them. It just means that we bring them on and give them their own rope to hang themselves," sort of thing. It's like, that is not what you did. If people don't like him, it's no credit to you. You sat there like fucking idiots for Netanyahu to spew his shit, and then you sat there for idiots for fucking Nick Fuentes, a self-described anti-Semite, to spew his shit. Like, you do nothing except platform the worst people alive with zero responsibility, zero ethical, critical assessment. And again, this conversation is so dumb. You can interview whoever the fuck you want, as long as you responsibly platform them. It takes a lot of preparation to responsibly platform somebody like Netanyahu, or even someone like Nick Fuentes, who has all these niche little stories about anti-Semitism that if you're not studied up on him, you're not going to know anything to say about it. And it'll be like, yeah, the dancing Israelis, you know, they did 9/11. And it's like, what?
He somehow was able to make both sides of, well, it's not even the same, like, you can't even compare it because one's the devil. Like Netanyahu's the devil, but he somehow made people who are pro-Israel look bad and people who are pro-Palestinian look bad by bringing on fucking Myron and fucking these other anti-Semites.
That's my problem, is that he came at it. He's perpetuating anti-Semitism twofold, in the worst ways possible. The worst ways possible. What a utter fucking failure. What a failure.
Chill.
Dude, let me ask you this. I mean, I think I know the answer to this question, but I've interviewed a shitload of people, right? And I always did a ton of prep. If I had to interview Netanyahu, like, I'm not plugged in that world every day. It would take me a week working 12-hour days to get ready for that.
You know how long I prepped for the Hassan debate?
How long?
Something like that.
Yeah, so what do you think they did before this interview?
Nothing. They say that. They say at the very beginning, they're like, hey, listen, just so you guys know, we shouldn't be doing this. That's what they say, literally. They go,
we should not be doing this.
We should not be doing this. We don't know anything about this, but we're going to do it anyway. And then afterwards, they're trying to salvage this thing by being like, yo, guys, we told you up front, we shouldn't be doing this. We don't know anything. I didn't realize he was even saying shit like, oh, your worst take is that he's Burger King.
The whole thing was Netanyahu saying we're so relatable, you know, we're just like Americans. And actually, it's not just about protecting Israel, it's about protecting you. It was fucking insane.
It was, let's humanize the killing of Palestinians. It was genuinely just like, what are we... I can't believe they had fucking access to that, and I can't believe that it was carried out. I genuinely just like, it is so dangerous that such stupid people have access to such powerful stupid people.
And to add on to what you said, Tom, I think Hassan said there's no circumstances in which I would interview Netanyahu, and I think Netanyahu's like the one exception.
That's not true. He said he would interview Netanyahu.
I from what I saw, he said no, unless it's at a different point. But
no, he said he would. Although I'm sure he said I'm equipped to interview Netanyahu. Meanwhile, again, he goes, I heard you guys have this video. He goes, you guys asked him about Burger King and McDonald's. Like, which is crazy. And then you crash cut to Hassan being like, yo, there's KFC in Yemen, bro? No way. What a fucking hack loser bitch that guy is. Fuck him.
How to do the hamburger with your dick in your
I
mouth.
love that they invited Hassan Piker on to nestle in so comfortably with Myron, Nick Fuentes, and Sneeko. He has the same valuable opinion as all of them on the topic of Israel. He's a valuable voice in the panel of great anti-Semitic fucking lunatics. So, by the way, I was invited to participate in that panel. You know what? I didn't want to have anything to do with it. How about that?
That is an option.
We just should not be doing this.
I don't want to have anything to do with that shit. And Hassan looked dumb as fuck, in my opinion, participating in that. All he did, he never even offered any substantial criticism. He just sits there and morally grandstands and moralizes the whole time about how it's like, you guys shouldn't be doing this. You're not prepared for this. It's like, bitch, you literally sat there and took a fucking cum shot to your face from a literal terrorist.
Whoa.
well, even
What was that video?
I don't know. I don't know why I painted it like that.
I missed that chapter.
You took there and took a glazing from a literal terrorist who justifies the taking of 12 innocent Philippine civilians for a year. Anyway, but that's not really the point. The point is that this whole thing was such a disaster that I had to say no more. Oh yeah, I was looking for the text.
You're gonna leak DMs?
I'm not.
You got receipts?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I'm
Yo,
not gonna
I got
read-
a text.
I don't want to read what he said because this is like, I guess, private. But I can read
I guess
what
you
I
can
said.
you can leak your own message. Can't you?
Yeah, I can read my
I
own.
guess that's fair.
Let me find where this started.
You're scrolling for a while. You guys having a? It seems like this was a long back and forth.
No, it's just I'm trying to find where it starts.
Oh.
Here, it's somewhere right here.
You're just a boomer. That's all.
All right, I said this. Bro, you are such a fuck up. I was so upset.
Guns blazing.
I wasn't going to message him. I was so upset. You are such a fuck up. Don't ever talk to me about anti-Semitism again. You are the same as any of those Nazis. You are one of them. What are you talking about? Ignorance is an excuse for platforming Sneeko, Myron, Nick Fuentes, and Hassan. What the fuck is wrong with you? Bro, you think that was my decision? Yes.
I think you're missing someone from that list.
Yeah.
The thing is, I feel like nobody's even agreeing with Netanyahu. Everybody's watching that and seeing it for like just a bunch of bullshit.
Well, God,
and the comments
yeah.
are all terrible. The upvotes are terrible.
Well, thank
and then
God.
he brings on a bunch
Thank
of
God.
That's good.
You know?
And then the people they're agreeing with, his audience, are with these people. The people who he's agreeing with, right? In the comments and in chat, the live
Truth
chat
tellers.
is Sneeko, Myron, Nick Fuentes. If you go to the live chat, you go to the comments, those are the ones who are getting facts. Netanyahu, I don't think gained anything from doing that interview because
You just look like even more of a.
he
moron.
looks dumb. He's bad at doing propaganda. He
Very
just
bad.
looks cartoonishly evil,
Yeah.
and they look cartoonishly dumb for just sitting there nodding along. So obviously, they're platforming him was a huge mistake, just because they're. If they brought someone that was prepared, or if they prepared, I mean, I don't think they could ever prepare or be capable of having that conversation. It could have been an interesting conversation. I don't think
Oh my God.
Netanyahu would have consented to participate in something
Check
like
this out.
that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have
Damn.
not seen one person anywhere
Damn.
on the internet say, "Good job, fellas."
Yo, can you put on
Or
Astro?
Netanyahu
but
really.
even-
This interview really changed my perspective on the war.
Right. Yeah.
Not
Killed it,
one.
bro.
Even 32K
Foreign
likes
affairs.
is scary. I mean, I'm glad they're getting fucking roasted,
Oh,
but
man, it's a miss for the
vibe
NELK
right now.
boys.
Bro, that
I
is
think it's
one of the.
no,
officially
it's
a
a
miss.
miss. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely a miss. But
What's their viewership? Pull that up again.
The video's at 1.2 million.
you guys? I don't know if I said on the show on Monday, but I could have guessed what color tie he was gonna wear because politicians and lawyers and all that, they're
Job,
very
but
particular.
why do you think-
blue means trust? Trust me.
What does red mean?
Red means power.
No, yellow's power, I believe.
Oh, what's
Who
red?
wears
Red?
yellow? Nobody wears yellow.
According to who? Wait, what? What
No,
is
they,
this?
they
red's
know
a
all
power
this shit.
tie.
Yeah,
no, I'm
yellow's
telling
not
you,
power, yellow's
politicians, lawyers,
friendship.
they know this
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
Red hair.
No.
Red
What does
tab.
a yellow tie represent?
I never
Worth the
seen
truth or
someone wear
something.
yellow.
I'm
Red
just
is
saying, who's the
bold,
authority on
powerful,
fucking?
and
Who's the
commanding.
council? Who do I go
AB.
to with a
He's
complaint?
the council of
I've
ties.
heard you should wear yellow if you're apologizing too.
Oh.
Red is
That's a
red is
soft color,
confidence
yeah.
and power.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay.
And blue is trust me, fellas.
Which one? Which one? If you're just feeling a little silly today?
Green.
Rainbow.
That's one of the ones
I don't
with like
know.
planets
Joker
on
brain.
it.
You're right. Exactly.
Homer
No, no,
Simpson.
no,
Bill
no.
Nye, like a Bill Nye tie.
No, you need a piano key necktie, like Mogata.
piano
key.
That's the ticket right there.
So I mean,
They asked him if he knows what aura means, by the way.
if he knows what?
Aura means.
Like your aura?
What a Hunter x Hunter reference? Does
No,
he?
like-
Does
like,
Ben
Like-
Nen?
No,
I'm
it's
kidding.
like-
That's what they
yeah.
call their.
Kids say like W aura.
They
or,
call their
his
life
aura's
power.
huge.
Aura. I think the kids are onto something with this aura thing.
What did
I
he
like-
say? Does
I
he
like
know
the
what aura is?
He said, yeah,
concept.
yeah.
What-
And you know like what aura farming is? Have you seen that around?
Yeah.
It's like if you're standing there just looking cool as fuck, you're farming aura.
There was no
Oh, like
aura
that
in
kid?
that room though.
Yeah. No.
That-
Well, there's an aura, but it's a bad aura.
It was all
negative
there was,
aura.
There was no
aura.
L aura.
There was
I
no
said L
positive aura in that
Laura.
room. So like, my thing with Steiny is like, I told him ahead of time, don't do this. Be prepared. You're a fucking idiot. He did exactly what I told him not to do. And the interview was a total disaster, and everybody in that room looked bad. What surprised me is that he brought on to counter Netanyahu, and there are lots of good people he could have brought on to give a meaningful counter narrative to Netanyahu. Sneeko or Myron coming on immediately afterwards, the very first call, and saying Jews did 9/11.
Myron from Fresh and Fit, by the way. I guess we have a lot of history with Myron, so we're on a first name basis. But most people know him as
Myron, who, by the way, when confronted with his anti-Semitism on our show, got real fucking quiet, real quiet.
Like literally just stopped talking.
Yeah,
it was very funny actually.
Whatever
he
you
just,
say,
like, he knew he was trapped, so he literally just I'm not
whatever you say
anymore.
But Steiny is too much of a fucking idiot to actually. So anyway, they bring Myron on first person, and he immediately pull it up. Fuck it.
Was first.
Let me show you. It was after this that I sent him this message.
Okay.
I had already talked to him about the Netanyahu thing, and that was obviously a total fucking disaster, as I told him it would be.
How did you start the message again?
Let me read it.
I want to hear that again, please. From the top, as they say.
I said, bro, you are such a fuck up.
Okay, thank you.
Don't ever talk to me about anti-Semitism again. You are literally one of those Nazis.
Are you?
Ignorance is not an excuse for platforming these people. What the fuck is wrong with you? He said something to the effect of, that wasn't my decision. And I said, you sat there, bro. I'm out. And he goes, well, I asked you to be there, something to that effect. And I said, why the fuck would I want to participate in that? Grow a spine. Tell them you aren't going to sit there with him. Sneeko, Hassan, Myron, don't sit there and listen to them, bro. Grow a spine. Walk off the fucking screen. Jesus Christ, dude. I said, you showed Netanyahu who is the worst of us, who everybody hates, and then you bring on a bunch of anti-Semites to counter it. It's a fucking anti-Semitism party. Fuck you. Right? He says something to the effect of, I didn't do anything. I said, you are a coward. You are spineless.
How old is he?
Steiny?
If he's
Old
just
enough to
claiming,
know
like,
better.
I didn't do
35.
anything,
Grown up.
I have no say. Like, how old are you?
30
He's
plus?
35.
And
35?
No shot.
He might be. I think he's in his
they
30s.
said it's 30 in the interview.
Try to think, but nothing happens.
Okay, so not that far from.
28.
Then he tries to hit me with one of these. He goes, bro, you have falling outs with people all the time.
Okay.
Your fans are angry at me, so you drop me. Which is, listen, dude, I don't care. Whatever, let's just talk about the issue here, okay? To which I responded, you are a coward, man. You are spineless. Till you grow a spine and stand up for yourself and for the right thing, instead of talking big BTS, I don't care. You aren't with us. Says you're delusional. I said, okay, bro, enjoy. And then he keeps messaging. He sent me some voice notes, which I just listened to. I couldn't listen to them until this morning on the way to work. I listened to them, but it was just a bunch of bullshit.
Did he sing you an apology song?
No, it was just like this whole like, bro, come on, we're bros. Like, how you gonna fucking ditch me when I'm down?
I said it on Monday before he even said it, that he thought in his mind that it's going to be like Tate or OJ, and that when you're telling him not to do it, he's thinking, oh, because you're used to your woke audience. Not, he has no idea he ended up saying that after, and that I've had OJ, I had Tate on, but yeah, he had no idea.
Duh. Well, also
the OJ one's a bad example because they actually did.
Yeah, the
confront
OJ one was also set up
crime.
to ask him like if he did it or some shit.
But even if they didn't,
the Tate one's more
OJ times 100,000.
The Tate one, I mean, Tate is a terrible person, and there's no excuse for platforming him either.
Yeah.
It just so happens that all the people in their audience who love Tate also, incidentally, are hating Netanyahu too. Probably because they're part of more closer to Myron and Nick Fuentes and their assessment of Jewish influence
on that same wave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then when Myron goes, yo, the Jews are not our friends. They did 9/11 and they're trying to drag America into a war. Not Israelis, not Zionists, the Jews, he says. And then this is Kyle's reaction. He goes, "What? Are you serious, dude?
Bro, are you serious right now, bro?
Where is that? Let me pull that up.
Yo, can you put on Astro World?
Bro, are you dead ass right now?
Are you fucking dead ass?"
I'm shocked that you can be their age and it be the year 2025 and you've just never, that's the first time you're ever hearing people talk about 9/11 conspiracies? Like, that's been going around for 20 years,
Yeah.
my man. That's not new.
The Jews did 9/11?
Yeah.
This is huge. Do other people know this?
Why is no one talking about this?
Oh my God, man. Babu, baby. Do we have
We don't have that specific timestamp, but this is the VOD, but I could find
Do you
it.
have the I want the timestamps to where they all start.
Your overall.
Are we getting?
Oh yeah, this is where they all start. I have where they all start.
Cut this off with an at in about 8 minutes.
All right, I'm just going to watch the beginning of this. This is the part that got me so triggered where I told him, like,
All
bro,
right.
you're the biggest loser in the world.
Dude,
Don't ever
Steiny
talk
looks horrible. Did he get fat?
No, he's actually pretty.
Does he look okay?
I give him credit where it's due. He's pretty trim.
Is he okay?
He's got a nice fuckable twink hairless body.
Stop.
It's true. You've
I'm gonna button you.
You've
feel that
seen
way?
him seated up on that.
I have
mirror,
not seen
Dan.
his tight fuckable little whatever. Anything.
You've seen him arch his back, bro. You know he got that thing.
He does look good there.
All right, here. This is the first call after the interview with, as I called him on Monday.
This is fire content, by the way.
Benjamin Netanyahu, which I said without batting an eye.
NELK and Yahoo.
Benjamin Netanyahu. Thought that was pretty good.
Wait, you just switched the letters.
That's what I said on Monday without noticing because I saw a clip.
Oh.
And the top comment, which was true, was like, I don't think he could have done this if he tried to, which is true. I don't think so either. I practiced. Benjamin Netanyahu. Anyway, go ahead, Myron. Tell us why Benjamin Netanyahu, who there's a million ways to debunk him in like a holistic, humanistic, like way that is speaking directly against the IDF, the war cabinet, but also is expressing like humanistic whole opinions that respect the dignity of innocent people involved on both sides. Let's hear what Myron has to say.
What's your opinion on that? Just your overall opinion. Us having a world leader on, as we said.
Look, he's a war criminal, bro. He's currently wanted by the ICC. He's killed, like, for example, one of the things he lied about was like, oh, they were burning babies alive. That's not true. A lot of the shit that happened on October 7th was a lie. There was no mass rapes. There was no beheaded babies.
Whoa.
He starts doing the Hannibal directive thing where it's like, actually, the IDF killed all the civilians, which is, again, an insane fucking... And this is... Hassan is really even rubbing up against this type of shit. As far as the records show, there was maybe 10 of the 800 civilians killed that were by accidental friendly fire.
Oh, really?
Oh,
maybe 8.
yeah, dude.
something
Like
that.
that's bro. He fucking
Here's
was
Kyle.
just saying, look
at this.
If you guys look mass rapes, that's not true. A lot of the shit that happened on October 7th,
There were
was a
mass
lie.
rapes. There's just the evidence is mounting, piling on. It's spilling over. They can't even hold in one stack. It's like you can counter Netanyahu without lying about October 7th. Who does that help?
There was no mass
Look at
rapes.
this idiot.
There was no beheaded babies.
Whoa. Really?
Oh, yeah, dude. Like that's bro. He fucking was just saying, look, if you guys want me to really go through this, I can.
I mean, what the fuck are we doing here? This is weaponized ignorance. These are the dumbest people alive.
For sure.
And Myron is not sharp by any means. I guess he's a good. He's not the
dumbest guy alive. He's not as smart as he thinks he is. Let's
That's
put it
good,
that way.
that's good.
Yeah.
He's good at he's good at talking unchallenged.
Sure.
You know, because you've seen when he gets challenged, he goes. Whoop. He gets real quiet. He gets real submissive when he gets challenged. Huh?
He says, "Get out." Whenever a girl pushes back, he
Oh
says,
yeah, get
out.
out.
The room. Yeah.
Right, real submissive behavior. And let's just see that again from Steiny's perspective.
Okay.
It was no true. He's killed. Like, for example, one of the things he lied about was like, oh, they were burning babies alive. That's not true. A lot of the shit that happened on October 7th.
The burning babies alive thing is not true. And again, the way that whole conspiracy blew up was never even reported by the IDF or any official government source. It was reported by some weird fucking journalist on the ground who misspoke, and then it got repeated a bunch of times. The truth is there were babies that were burned alive. There were babies that were killed, but there wasn't like piles of decapitated babies. Although my whole thing is like, well, I mean, they killed babies. Are we really gonna, does it matter if they were like organized into a pyramid?
The problem is our president repeated it.
That was which was kind of that was pretty insane.
Yeah.
But what did he say exactly? Because again, it's true that babies did die.
He said
there was like 3 infants, I believe, that died.
Let me find
But I do remember what Biden said being closer to the misinfo.
That's what he said?
Soda.
Fat Joe.
He was pretty lost by the end of the.
I mean, he didn't
let's
have a
be
lot
honest.
clicking around up there.
I'm gay.
He was just thinking, I'm gay.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gay. Come on, man.
I'm gay.
Did anyone watch the Hunter Biden interview on Channel 5?
I got through like an hour of it.
Pretty interesting.
It very much so.
It's it's too long, honestly, but
it's like 3.5 hours.
he's an interesting guy. And he's so much his son, it's kind of nuts.
They look identical. It's crazy.
And I never saw a picture of his brother who died of brain cancer.
Oh, Bo.
He looks they all look the same.
It's such a sad story too.
Yeah, it's tragic. Their whole family story is just marked with tragedy. Anyway, here's Steiny responding to this.
Was a lie. There was no mass rapes. There was no beheaded babies.
Whoa,
there
whoa,
was no.
whoa. Really?
Oh. Yeah, dude. Like that. That's bro. He fucking was just saying. Look, if you guys want me to really go through.
Anytime there, bud. You want to step
is he
in?
hitting the vape?
This I can.
What's he hitting?
But a lot of the stuff that went down on October 7th was.
Anytime you want to step in, bud.
Busy right now.
Sensationalized and a fucking lie. Look at your chat.
So what,
they know I'm telling the truth. Look at your chat.
His whole attitude is this is all Kyle's fault? Like that's basically
or someone else's who their manager.
Well, he would have said something, but obviously the man has to vape. What's he supposed to do?
But the thing is, that's just such a lie. He knew this was all going to happen. I've already had extensive conversations with him about Myron, Sneeko, Nick Fuentes, right? Mm-hmm. He knows all of this. Okay, he has no excuse to sit there like a fucking patsy.
Does he have ownership of? I'm not trying to make excuses for Steiny. Let me make that disclaimer. I'm just curious. Is he in like control of NELK in any degree, or is that Kyle guy like is it his thing and Steiny's just like a hired gun? Kind of
I think he probably has some. He has some.
But Kyle's the guy.
interest, some equity.
NELK is the Kyle guy primarily.
Mm-hmm. I think it's Kyle and
John.
I don't know.
Their manager.
I don't
know.
I'm gonna send
Just to follow up, Biden said, I never really thought I would see confirmed pictures of terrorists beheading children. And then he also said another time, cutting babies' heads off.
So that one is not exactly true with them, but they did kill babies. So it's like, I don't really know if it matters that much if their heads were cut off or if they were just burned alive.
I mean, well, I agree in a general sense. I don't think it's something you should debate.
Like, why are we arguing about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, but the reason is because, like, the same thing with the Holocaust. Whenever, people were trying, I don't mean to compare the two, but I heard Bassem Youssef say this, and I think it's a good comparison, is that to mischaracterize Jews, they would like call them rats, because in people's minds, it's easier to kill a rat than a human. So you take away humanity of people.
They kill babies, AB.
Huh? Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying when they're saying that when they're exemplifying, when they're saying how it was done in a barbaric way,
they did decapitate people.
Like, they could say that they're killing these innocent people around them by just being more brutal about the description of it. If it wasn't true.
I would agree with you if they were just talking about like Palestinians, but they're talking about Hamas terrorists.
No, I know, but I'm saying that people
who did decapitate people and they did kill babies. So,
I understand, but I'm saying that the
innocent
people who die around Hamas, I'm saying that those innocent people it's easier to get away with it when you don't talk about those people, but you say that Hamas did all these brutal things, which I agree with. You know,
I would say this whole thing about like piles of dead babies is not good, dumb, stupid, and it kind of goes to what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But they did kill babies and they did decapitate people on camera. So I mean, it's kind of like close enough.
I mean it's horrible. I'm just saying you don't have to.
I don't think it. I mean, but they already did it. I mean,
no, I'm saying it's horrible. It doesn't have to be. Nothing has to be added to it. It's like,
right.
Yeah,
that's true. But so at any rate, I think Biden fucked up there. Just because he's the president, he should be more precise with his language.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't even have to have conversations like this. You know what I mean? But at any rate, the reason I mentioned that anyway is to address Myron's lying about. I mean, what he's doing is lying to make Israelis look like they killed their own people, like the Hamas terrorists were, some strategically organized military body that was there to kidnap military personnel to trade for hostages.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff that went, it was just in. Look, if you guys want me to really go through this, I can. But a lot of the stuff that went down on October 7th was sensationalized and a fucking lie. Look at your chat. They know I'm telling the truth. Look at your chat.
This is part of what I was thinking. Look at your chat.
Uh-huh.
This is their chat leans towards this ultra conservative brained type of anti-Semitism that already exists. That like even without this war, they would have looked at something like this and said, look at the Jews lying again. They sensationalized October 7th.
Chat right now. A lot of the shit that went down on October 7th was a fucking lie. And most people don't have the balls to fucking call this shit out, dude. There was no beheading.
Anytime you want to step in there, buddy.
Yeah.
Is he genuine? He might genuinely just be checked out. Like, is he even listening?
Baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is he listening to?
He's panicking.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, he's trying to figure out, because he doesn't know how to counter this shit. He's put zero work and thought into it, despite knowing that this was going to happen, right?
Right.
So he doesn't really know how to counter that, because Myron has his talking points, he has his dialogue tree locked down, even though it's all bullshit.
But you have to have a way to counter that. You have to be
You have
well
to know
thought out.
everything. You have to anticipate everything they're going to say.
Everything is coming, for sure.
Like, why are you debating, October 7th? You want to talk about everything that happened after? Go for it. There's tons to, talk about with Netanyahu. Like,
yeah, saying October 7th was sensationalized is like, bro, what?
No babies in ovens.
Okay.
Mass rapes were a lie.
I don't think, no babies in ovens. I mean, okay.
Look at your chat, bro.
But
Mass rapes did happen. It's just undebatable.
Murders happened, or they're saying facts, but
Wait, did he
murders
say
happened.
something?
Chad is saying facts.
Oh.
I guess that really locks up that part of the combo.
Look at your chat, bro.
But murders.
No
Look
beheaded
how
babies.
dumb. This is the dumbest person alive.
is he eating onion rings?
He's eating like Fritos or
They're
something.
just kicking it, bro.
Funyuns?
Vaping, eating chips.
He's just chilling. Yeah, they're chilling, vaping, eating chili cheese Fritos.
He's broing down,
Trying to
man.
think, but nothing happens.
No babies in ovens.
Okay.
Mass rapes were a lie. Look at your chat, bro.
But murders happened, or they're saying facts, but
I can't believe it's real life. It's so insane.
This was just from all angles such a disaster.
murders happened, or no murders.
What you're saying sounds
No,
really crazy,
murders-
but my chat's saying facts, so I don't know.
Are you serious? The chat agrees, you guys.
I'm just spitting facts, you know?
Happened, but
So now he attempts to push back. Here he's trying.
Oh, okay.
He's
Here we go.
trying. He's trying.
They're saying facts, but murders happened, or no murders. Chill.
no, murders happened, but it's
Yeah.
very important for you guys to understand how the murders went down. So there were 1,200 people that died on that day, right? 400 of those people that were killed were IDF soldiers.
No,
Yes. Straight to the dome.
he says 400 IDF soldiers. So 1,200 died. There was about 800 civilians, so I guess that's about true.
Which were 1,200 people that died on that day, right? 400 of those people that were killed were IDF
Or
soldiers.
police officers or something like that. I don't know.
Jug.
Which by international law means they are enemy combatants and they're fair game. Next was about 800 people died. Now this is the part that no one wants to talk about. The 800 that died, right, that were civilians, well, also keep in mind that everyone in
black and
Israel
white?
has to join the IDF at some point and do so.
So again, he's tapping on that. Well, there's no. First of all, even if this wasn't true, there's no innocent civilians in Israel because everybody has to enroll in the IDF. So therefore, they're all military combatants, which is again something that Hassan touched on, meaning that essentially every single man, woman, and child in Israel are fair game to murder.
Right, that were civilians. We'll also keep in mind that everyone in Israel has to join the IDF at some point and do service. So you can make the argument that they're enemy combatants, but that's fine. Let's go with 800 civilians, right? Those 800 civilians, we don't know who Hamas killed versus who the IDF killed. Now, I know you guys are probably saying like, yo, what the fuck? The reason for that, guys, is there was a controversial directive activated that day called the Hannibal Directive. The Hannibal Directive is authorization from the government to kill Israeli citizens and or soldiers.
The Hannibal Directive is one of the favorite conspiracies employed by people like Myron to pretty much blame anything on Israelis killing their own people and to avoid.
What is it? I don't even know what that is.
So it's explicitly in combat situations. There may be times when the military will choose to kill combatant terrorists if they have other military personnel with them, when it's okay to strike them, if there's other military personnel, so if like they're kidnapping soldiers and going to take them back to Gaza or something, then in what situation can we authorize to just blow up the Jeep?
Okay.
What the Hannibal Directive doesn't talk about is killing civilians. It has nothing to do with justifying killing civilians. And as far as I'm aware, I don't believe that there's any evidence that it was invoked on that day, as they say. And I don't even know how much evidence there is to suggest how frequently this thing is used anyway. And the reports are pretty, at this point, pretty well fleshed out. There was, I think, less than 10 victims of friendly fire that were all accidental, right? And it makes sense in that kind of crazy situation, tight quarters and kibbutzim and stuff like that. So there was not a significant amount of civilians killed by the IDF. That's just a total blatant fucking terrorist propaganda lie to run defense for Hamas and to make Israel look like the perfect villains that is always doing the wrong thing in every perceivable situation. Yeah, go ahead.
Are you expecting these two knuckleheads to kind of explain it, break it down like you just did?
Well, they're
eating chips and vaping and
but
drinking
that's why I
wine.
told them not to do it.
Yeah.
I even said, bro, you should have me on. I said, you doing Netanyahu, bring me on. I thought it was a long shot. I knew they weren't going to do it, but I was like, at least, I feel like I would be ready for that conversation.
God, that would have been nuts.
Oh my God, I hope so.
I would have roasted. I
You
mean, that would have
literally
been.
had my
That would
life
have
in
been.
your hands. Depending how the interview went, I might have to kill myself after.
What if I? Well, I was not. I was.
No, of course I know you would go in on him. I'm just saying.
It would be. It would be a massacre for him, dude.
Yeah. No, I know you would go. I know.
They should have brought me at my anyway.
We just should not be doing this.
The thing is, if you want to confront Netanyahu, you can't confront him with all this conspiracy brain shit because that's so easy to swat away for him. You have to come knowing the facts. You can't be like, oh, Hannibal Directive killed shit. It's like, no, that's not what happened. Let's talk about the blockade of humanitarian supplies. Let's talk about the starvation happening. Let's talk about the flattening of neighborhoods. Let's talk about shit that actually happens that people don't debate.
Mm-hmm. No fast food tier list.
I would not do that. I would not do that. Nor to not to a Houthi terrorist or to Netanyahu, who is in fact a wanted war criminal. Which again, when I mention Netanyahu's a war criminal, I also like to mention, because people like Hassan and Myron and all these don't mention that, and the same warrant that the international, the ICC issued for Benjamin Netanyahu.
One more time.
Benjamin Netanyahu, at the same warrant they issued for Hamas leaders for mass rape and crimes against humanity and mass murdering of civilians. Right. So people like to cite the ICC as like, even the ICC says Israel's doing war crimes okay, then let's also acknowledge that warrants were issued at the same exact time for Hamas's war crimes, which they like to ignore. But let me just, he's going to come through for us. Steiny's going to come through.
When they're about to be kidnapped by Palestinian militias. And the reason why they do this is so they don't end up in a position where they have to exercise diplomacy and do hostages exchanges. They learned this with a guy back in 2006 named Khalid Shalit. So what Hamas did,
bro, they took like 300 hostages. What do you mean? Whoops, that was an accident. Like, if they wanted to stop all hostages, they could have just blown everybody the fuck up, like on their way out. Like, what? That's so stupid, bro. It's so pathetic, man.
Dude, this has nothing to do with it, but I'm noticing Steiny is blinking a hell of a lot, like way more than normal. Is how he normally looks?
He knows that this.
I mean, he's blinking like at an uncontrolled, rapid rate.
Because he's sitting there and he's just, look at him.
Dude's chugging wine.
Yeah, true. He also isn't. He seems to be an alcoholic. To be totally frank.
He looks horrible, as I said earlier.
Right.
There, the goal was to get as many hostages as possible to negotiate the release of Palestinian prisoners that are in Israel. Again, I'm not here to condone their behavior, but I'm here to tell you guys why they did the said behavior and what really went down and what the intention was. So when we talk about the 800 Israelis that were killed, innocent people were killed. I'm not refuting that. But what I will say is a lot of those innocent people that were killed by the IDF.
Wrong.
How do we know this? Because
malicious,
they were shot by a
bold-faced lie.
helicopters with
I'm
Hellfire
seeing
missiles.
that it's unclear, and according to one of the most reference reports, it's 12 people.
There you go, 12 people. 12 people died of the 800. That's somewhere around 10, I remember it being. Which makes sense, right? I mean, friendly fire happens, and it's a really fucked up, confusing situation for the military. Yeah.
Hamas doesn't have that. There was some of them in the kibbutzes, which is their homes.
I mean,
they were
Myron,
shot
this
with
is
tanks.
crazy now. We're going conspiracy theories.
Hey!
This is not
However, just by saying that, it's almost like he further emboldens Myron because he doesn't know how to explain he's wrong.
Right.
He just knows how to be like, hey, he's wrong. He's like, okay, Lipton, tell me how I'm wrong.
Right.
Instead of being like, Myron, why don't you tell me how you know all these people were killed? All these civilians were killed by the IDF.
Conspiracy theories, bro. This is 100% fact.
Because then, wait, Myron,
bro.
Myron, we're seeing a breaking news, a tweet. LMFAO having NELK interview Netanyahu, who's like Ted Bundy doing a podcast with a woman. These dudes are fucking retarded.
Wow, Myron.
But here you are.
I thought wait, how are you?
That was from him? I mean, I'm way more critical than that.
Is that a fair game soundbite?
No.
Let me hear it again. Probably not, but let me hear it
NELK
again.
interview Netanyahu, who's like Ted Bundy doing a podcast with a woman. These dudes are fucking retarded.
Wow.
I want it to be.
Too bad. Veto.
We said the R word's not coming back.
I didn't say it.
I thought it was coming back. Not true?
No.
Not in my world.
Not in my
Not in my
house.
house. It's not in my vocabulary.
No. Me neither. Just
I
be
cringe
clear.
when people say it. It's like, dude, what? Why? The thing is, like, we also used to lean on these types of words. But now that I've, like, phased it all out of my vocabulary, it's like, you don't need to say it. It doesn't make you funnier. Doesn't make your point more valid. It doesn't do anything interesting or good for what you're saying. Just say dumb. Just say stupid. Just
But like,
say,
who is bringing it back? Because I see that all the time online. Like,
Everybody.
I laugh, but is it really true? Is it really coming back?
Yeah, people are using it all the time now.
Edgies.
I don't even think it's not even seeming to be edgy people all the time now. It's like really just making a comeback.
It's just weird. Don't do it. It's hateful language.
We love them.
Who?
Everybody.
That's the best
That's
answer.
the right answer.
That's genuinely the best answer.
No, that's like an all lives matter.
No,
thing.
it's not. We love everybody.
Everybody.
No, I
we
got
love
you.
love.
No, what's the word? There's a word.
Well,
What's
There's
the
not,
little?
because
What's the little people of?
the point is that it's meant as an insult. So there isn't like another word.
There's a category. There's a way to reference.
Well, you could
them
say
in a-
neurodivergent, but I don't think that really encapsulates.
I don't think I'm technically neurodivergent.
Exactly.
I saw a chart.
That's my point.
But no, but that's a different thing. I think it's like mentally Hold on, let me ask ChatGPT.
Yeah.
No, I'm being serious here. There's a way to do this.
I know
in a-
you're
in a
being
res-
serious.
No, but you guys
No, I
are
get
no,
it.
no, but you're wrong. There is a respectful way to do this.
No, but.
What is the respectful way to say?
To call someone the R word? Like, this is my point. It just doesn't really work. It's inherently disrespectful.
Why? I'm trying to learn the right way to say it. How's that
It's
disrespectful?
the path that we're on. Is one of disrespect.
You guys
We're talking
wanna-
past each other. We're talking past
You
each
guys,
other.
no, we're not. You guys live in this fantasy world where everybody's born with this innate knowledge of how to be perfect and talk to everyone in the most perfectly ethical
No,
way.
I'm not saying that
trying
you're
to explain
confused.
to myself and our audience how to say it. There's a way to refer to people intellectually intellectual disability.
But the way that
But
people
that's not-
use it is not
exactly.
to describe those
calling somebody
people.
that is not an insult. That's like a description. There is no like nice way to call someone
Like
an R
obviously,
word.
when you're calling
That's
someone
not
the
what
R
I'm
word,
saying,
you're
bro.
calling
What do
them
you
like,
mean?
like you substituted
Guys, I'm
the
not
word. You were
saying that there's a nice way to refer to. If you're, I'm saying it in a how to. Guys, you're being
No, I know what
ridiculous.
you're saying.
No, you guys are being ridiculous
disability
right now.
is what ChatGPT.
Intellectual disability. You could call it developmental disability.
Okay.
Neurodivergent, which we've said might be appropriate or appropriate. Continuing. A person with cognitive impairment. That these are the respectful alternatives. Again, I think there you go. That's what I'm saying.
I think the movie Divergent ruined Divergent because like I was talking about this yesterday. The whole movie, I rewatched it recently, and like anytime she finds out that she's divergent, like everyone's like in shock. But it's not like
Divergent in what way?
Like it's a whole world, but it means that she has like
powers.
Not powers, but like she could do anything she wants. In this world,
What does that
people are put into categories in this world. Like they're either like a farmer or
Well, divergent just means different.
yeah, but like the reactions of like taking the test and they're like, oh, she's divergent. It's just
people
it
are
looks
clutching
different
their
from
pearls?
today's standards.
Divergent.
We just should not be doing this.
Okay.
Maybe you're divergent. I don't know.
It just means the path less taken.
Yeah, I know, but I guess
I'm divergent.
you're too old. You wouldn't get it.
I'm divergent. For example, I don't like sushi.
Hey.
Whoa. How brave a
I
stance.
don't. You know,
Like none. Like never once you've left.
I don't.
pretty much. Just not my thing.
Have you been to Sugarfish?
Weirdly,
ever?
my kids love it. No, I haven't.
That is, if you don't like sushi, that's the restaurant to take your friend to who hates sushi, and then you'll see.
Isn't that just sashimi though?
No, it's
No,
like
they have
sashimi
rolls,
over
too.
the most beautiful warm rice.
But what do
you've
they
ever
do
had.
that's so nice?
It's
Do they put flavor on it?
there's ponzu sauce sometimes on it. Just the way it's done, it's like just a little warm rice ball with a clean cut of sashimi on top. and
What I
then
don't get
sometimes
is
sauce.
like
Your balls come out?
we're talking about fish and rice,
Yummy,
but they
yummy.
don't. They're not putting any seasoning or sauce on top.
It depends on which sushi you order at Sugarfish. Like if you get the tuna, it comes with a ponzu sauce. So it depends.
It seems vulgar. It sounds like this. You've heard this derogatory term, sugar tits.
You mean like when an old guy is talking to a stripper? Like what do you mean?
I feel it feels vulgar to the
Oh,
fish.
sugarfish. It's not. I guess my brain hasn't heard
See,
that term enough.
that's an insulting way to refer to the fish. I think there's a better, more respectful way.
You have to refer to the fish.
Tits are fun.
I think it's because it melts in your mouth.
Oceanic flavor.
Tell them to bring out the whole ocean.
Anyway,
good
thank our
name.
sponsors. All right.
Please. So far over.
Oh my goodness. Wait, did it change? Didn't I say Shopify at the beginning?
Should be, right?
Huh?
You did say that.
Now it says something else here.
Wait, no, it didn't. Wait, what did you do? Who did it? Okay, hold on. Somebody deleted the whole doc. This is Monday's show.
Wasn't me. I'm sitting here. You
Undo.
I've been on camera the whole time.
I'm sitting here.
I don't even
Okay, I just brought it back.
It says 21. Yeah, that's our old doc. How weird is
The
that?
logs.
I'm checking the logs.
Yeah, you tell me who did that.
We'll get back to that. You do the ad read.
I gotta
I'll
know
check
who
the
done
log.
that. If it was me, hey, I'll sit here and
I was just sitting here.
you guys saw me.
I don't think let's see.
Weird.
Well, anyway, I'm standing back and
Is it
standing
still in there,
by.
Dan?
I'm waiting for the new doc to materialize before me.
It maybe hit refresh because I brought it back.
Oh, okay. Bow. Shopify, we love them, man. Thank you to Shopify for sponsoring today's episode. Shopify changed the game for us. They are the juggernauts of e-commerce. Everyone else is an ant in this business, walking amongst a giant. Shopify has the best converting checkout, the best converting left your item in cart, automated email retention. They've got the best interface. Okay, let me tell you this. Me and Hila made Teddy Fresh day one with zero knowledge in HTML, web development, or anything like that. And from the from the moment we heard that gun go boom and off to the race, we had a fully functional, beautiful website, and we were taking credit cards, e-payments, everything immediately, right?
Right, absolutely.
Tom knows.
We love Shopify.
So not only that, they've got these beautiful themes, which is kind of the layout, the initial layout of your website that you choose from, that you can customize yourself. You get that going, it's running, it's beautiful, and from there, you can scale up all the way to billion-dollar companies that do work with Shopify. They have these types of big